Here we go. Wait, 20. I'm here. 11.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
I got you.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
A first down carry now for Miller. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
He's coming. Double up. He's 54. Whip. Hey, 31.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
I'm going to come back to you. Mike 54. Go. You remember me? 54. Hatchet. Rush in. And I'm go.
On 4th down, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Here we go.
The San Francisco
21,
offense
21.
ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
21.
Like 41. We've got to wedge that, huh?
Yo. Check safety. Hey, watch the edge.
21.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Lock.
Mike 41. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Hey, Charlie.
41's the mic. Here we go.
I got you.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. I'm coming after you.
Two.
After you.
41's coming. 41's a mic. I got one.
Hey, come on.
Snap comes at one. Garoppolo. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Let's go. Interception all day, baby.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
This is it. 19.
Come on, D.
Watch the safety creep.
Switch.
24.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson being chased out left. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Watch the run. Mike 51.
36.
We don't want this.
Another time. 9. I'm go.
Watson on third down, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh?
Hey, me and you all day. All day.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go. Black 80!
Here we go. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down. You go tight. You got tight.
Hey, alert!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Hey, Foxtrot.
41 Mike.
Watch the run. 41's coming.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Here we go. 12, fellas, here we go.
DJ Reader brought him down. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
41 Mike. Here we go.
Mike 41. I've got to wedge that, huh?
Go.
Pass. 41's the Mike. Check 41. I got one.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Mike 51.
Throwing again is Watson. Flush to his right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Take 4.
36.
Out of the gun, Watson sliding out of the pocket. This is Miller, complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A 1-yard pickup.
Jam, 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 jam. Check, check, check.
Check 52. I got you.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
12.
Like 41.
Play action. Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, gun.
Check 49.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Give me something.
12, fellas. Here we go.
41 Mike, right here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Get that quarterback at all costs. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood.
65, 65.
Garoppolo now. And that's complete to Sanders. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's third and 3. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Here we go,
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a first and 10 at the 18.
41's the mic. 41's the mic.
Garoppolo again. And my goodness, another interception. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Hey,
Throwing again on second down. Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Check 56. Watch the out.
54 down, he's coming. Hey,
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it first and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check.
Hey, 59!
To throw is Watson.
He's checking cracks.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now it's Watson. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. So maybe the defense will have to kickstart the offense here. The first points of the game comes from that defensive unit.
Yeah, sometimes you get together and you say, hey, maybe it's on us today. We have to go out and force the issue and make a play and get everyone else going.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And we've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
41 Mike, 41 Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Joker, 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 Joker.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out.
Shift. Sponge. No.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st.
21. Mike 41.
Get ready.
11.
41's the Mike.
Hey, exit.
41's the Mike. Watch the curl.
Garoppolo on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 46 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their 1st of this 2nd half. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
White.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Watson. It's complete. It's Miller. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the shuffle pass to the running back goes for no yardage, but they used to call that the Utah pass, made famous by Coach Cactus Jack Curtis and his quarterback, Lee Grosscup.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and the catch made by Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 82 yards, and the Texans have retaken the lead. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
Back to throw, Watson. Flushed out right. He's got it. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Let's go. Jackrabbit, come on.
Check your hot read. Back.
Big Ripper.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
You got it.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
21.
Mike 41.
Hey, Echo.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
65.
Showing it.
Hot.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Here we go. 180.
Check 41. Check.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
21.
Under crunch.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 41.
Who that? Check 24.
21.
Check three.
Now a whistle and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here.
13.
He don't want it.
Watch the twist. Switch.
So that'll back them up 5.
Here we go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the slant.
Lock.
41's coming. 41's the Mike.
Bravo.
Hey, 41's Mike.
Switch up. 41.
Two.
Watch the slant.
Two.
Watch the slant. Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh?
Wild Bill.
Hey, Delta.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check, 41. Exit.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Here we go. 180.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Hey, alert. Alert. Alert.
Buzz. The mic. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 41 mic. 41 mic. Right.
21. Here we go.
No, he ain't got it.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
11.
41.
Lock. Hey, orbit.
Big edge.
To throw is Garoppolo. Completes it to Coleman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Tighten up.
Watch that. Check 50. Shift.
Check nickel. Watch out.
Check 37.
Lock.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And Sanders has got it complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
He's checking. Crash. Hey.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 28 yards. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go.
All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
All day, all day. Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky. 54. Hey, check 24, check 24. Check 9, check 9.
On first down, it's Watson. He's going to air one out.
Watch the ship, watch the ship.
And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
Get that ball. Get that 54. Check Mike 54. Mike. And no time. Go.
Throwing again is Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Check 3, check 3.
Set hut! Set hut!
Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
13! 13! Hey, Alpha!
Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? Here it comes, here it comes. 41's the Mike, 41's the Mike.
Set hut!
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He'll buy some time right. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 61 yards. They come out here in the I. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Hey, 4-1's Mike, 4-1's Mike. Here we go, D. Hey,
12, fellas, here we go.
Me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for the Niners. 53 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And they're able to spike it in time. And they are in range for a field goal that could win this football game. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this is good. Robbie Gould knocks it through in a pressure spot. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.